All right, so you and Diddy, you and Puff cool?
No, I don't really rock with him.
Okay, damn. All right, I didn't know what that meant. Then.
50 Cent is back on Diddy's tail right when his trial is starting, and he is exposing the list of all the DL men in the industry that Diddy has bent over, starting from Meek Mill, Ja Rule, Bryshere Gray, YK Osiris, Usher, Justin Bieber, and even Jay-Z. 50 himself was almost turned into Diddy's boy toys too, but he wasn't having it and wasted no time in exposing him. 50 claimed that the time Diddy offered to take him on a shopping spree was the moment he knew what kind of timing Diddy was on.
Then Puff was like, first he was amping him to get style. Then he was like, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we could just hang out. We gotta kick it.
This is
Puff.
Okay.
He telling me we gotta kick it and he was like, why don't we like go shopping or something? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the f- this just say?
Now that Diddy's trial is beginning and the full truth is about to come out, a lot of people who were involved in his foolishness are panicking. And they've been paying millions of dollars to fund his lawyers so they can dig him out of this mess and in the process save themselves too. In fact, as we speak, Diddy's lawyers are now claiming that he was not mentally stable at the time he committed his crimes because he was high on several hard substances all the time, and that the prosecutors are singling him out as a scapegoat because of racism. Child, please. 50 has been on Diddy's neck way before he got incriminated, and he hasn't stopped dragging him ever since. He first started exposing Diddy's nasty ways when he posted this photo of him in the hospital surrounded by several stuffed animals and captioned it, "Sorry, I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are now left under the leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow, #Den of Thieves." And he wasn't lying when he said Diddy was going to turn all these rappers out, because that's exactly what he did, and he got away with it for a long time. 50 even went as far as posting this photo of Rick Ross and Diddy seemingly kissing on stage and added the caption, "I ain't saying nothing, but something ain't right," laughing my A off. When Diddy was asked about it during an interview with The Breakfast Club, he looked visibly nervous and tried to brush it off like it was nothing.
I asked 50 about that, and he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy.
Yo, why are you and Fif just...
Hey, yo.
Why y'all not...
Hey, yo, I don't have no beef with
I don't know why.
With Fif. He loves me.
And now when it comes to the exact men that Diddy had turned out and forced to indulge in his DL freak-offs, there's a lot of people, with the number one on the list being Meek Mill. Meek got incriminated when Diddy was sued by the music producer Lil Rodney. Rodney didn't explicitly mention Meek Mill and Usher's name in the lawsuit like he did with everyone else he talked about, but he gave some descriptions of them and with specific details that pretty much made everyone aware of who he was talking about. Rodney didn't explicitly mention Meek, but he described him as a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj, and we all know that one Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj was Meek. Once people started piercing everything together and trolling Meek for allowing his chocolate hole to be used by Diddy, he began crashing out and went on a long rant on Twitter trying to convince us that he wasn't a punk. He said, "I'm from Philly. I don't do or freaky ASS Molly. Nobody won't even offer me because I'm not heavy. No man or what would ever approach me about gay activity, and the whole place don't get flipped. Woke up seeing this on every blog like they know I'm coming, LOL." While he was running his mouth, Diddy's ex-bodyguard leaked an audio of Meek getting mercilessly pounded by Diddy at a freak-off party. And before I play the sushi for y'all, just be warned that it'll probably be the most traumatic tape you'll ever hear in your life. Meek was literally screaming for his life as Diddy busted through his cheeks, but Diddy just kept going. Someone reacted by saying, "Looks like a private pool party." Meek cool in that hole. And there is Usher and Justin Bieber, who Diddy reportedly also touched when they were still minors. Apparently, Usher was introduced to Diddy and Will Smith by L.A. Reid when he was just 14, and Diddy made Usher move in with him in the exact same house that he was having these freak-offs.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you saying?
I went there to see the lifestyle. Right.
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody
it was
tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I ain't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Brother right here from day one, we used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes,
And just like Usher, Justin was just 15 when he started hanging out with 40-year-old Diddy. Diddy was even promising Justin a Ferrari when he turned 16 and a whole house when he turned 18.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this gonna be yours. So every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty, but when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay, I get the mansion.
Yeah.
A lot of rumors started going around about Diddy trying to manipulate Justin as well. And not too long after this, Justin stopped hanging out with Diddy. There was even a video of Justin looking very uncomfortable while getting questioned by Diddy.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, where we hanging out and what we doing.
Oh, but it doesn't stop there. There have also been rumors about Diddy busting through YK Osiris's back door after they were spotted having a vacation in Jamaica back in 2021. YK had reposted a seductive photo of Diddy shirtless in the pool on his IG stories with prayer hand emojis, almost as if he was worshiping his sugar daddy or something. He later also posted a photo of him getting a massage while laying down naked with the caption, listening to that Diddy, eating that good fruit in the beautiful weather, as well as this photo of him seductively leaning in to eat a bunch of fruits, which people believe was taken by Diddy. When he was asked about it during his interview on The Breakfast Club, he denied it. However, he was doing a lot of smiling and giggling, and this only made people even more suspicious of him. Another person who allegedly got diddled out was Ja Rule. Yup, you heard that right, sis. Ja Rule. This tea was spilled by Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, who revealed a while back that when he was still working with Diddy, there was a time when Diddy made them visit an adult store where he bought several adult toys, including plugs. When they got back to the hotel he was staying at, Ja Rule came over and they locked themselves up in the room for hours. Gene said they were in there for so long that he began to get concerned, but when he knocked and tried to enter, Ja Rule screamed from the inside that Gene shouldn't walk in because there was a lot of freaky stuff going on.
Bro, when Ja said, you don't want to come up in there, a lot of freaky stuff is going on. You got to use your mind. What they was doing with those plugs.
Another person that Diddy allegedly had bent over was Bryshere Gray. According to Jaguar Wright, Diddy and Will Smith got access to Bryshere after Bryshere's mom, Andrea, and his manager at the time, Charlie Mack, sold him to them.
And when I say Andy, I'm talking about Bryshere's mom. I'm going to kick you in your and I'm going to go to work North Philly style. And Charlie, you happy now? He's a gay star. Are you happy now, Andy? For a book that didn't sell? I hope that new husband of yours leaves you. And maybe it's time you tell your son why his father is really in jail, his biological father, for all of his life and what you had to do with it. You CI. I'm sorry.
Do you feel this is...
Came to me and begged me for my help. I told her to get the away from Charlie. I did everything that I could do to get Bryshere, to help her get Bryshere out of California into Chicago State to be ready for filming. She knew she knew what Will did to him. But because of Charlie, see? And Charlie had promised her all kinds of things. And all she had to do was pretend to be a broken down single mom who worked her way up through the ghetto and raised a superstar for television, when the truth is she wasn't nothing but a dealer's. That's all she ever was. She went from dealer to dealer, and then she snitched on whoever she needed to snitch on until she could get to the bigger bag, until she got with Larry Lair, my friend who raised Bryshere in $1 million home. Your whole book is lies, Andy. And I hope anybody that bought it asks for a refund and demands it comes out of your pocket every time they see your son's gay. You and Charlie Mack.
And of course, we cannot talk about 50 Cent exposing Diddy's boy toys without bringing up Jay-Z. 50 always had a problem with Jay, but he started to really go in on him when Diddy got arrested. He posted this. He made a post announcing this shortly after news broke of Diddy's home getting raided by the feds by posting the official poster of the documentary, as well as a photo of Jay on a milk jar and said, "Anybody seen Jay? LOL. Puff said the man ain't answering his phone. He followed it up with another photo of Jay with the caption, "Here is Jay-Z, last reported seen waving at Puffy Jet, LOL. Just when we thought 50 was done being petty, he posted this extremely unflattering photo of Jay-Z and said in the caption, "Jay in hibernation, he ain't coming outside to this ish with Puff blowover. No brunch, no lunch, no dinner, LOL. I'm all you got, I'm outside." And we cannot forget the time when Diddy, 50, Jay, and Kanye were on stage when Diddy decided to double smack Jay's cheeks. He knew better not to do this with 50 because he knew 50 wasn't going to let that slide, so he went straight to do it to Jay instead.
Put your Rockefeller shit in. Put your Rockefeller.
But 50 isn't done because word on the street is he plans to keep dragging this on now that Diddy's trial is starting and exposing everyone who allowed themselves to get turned out by him. As usual, people had their own thoughts, like this person who said Clive Davis was Diddy's first training. He took that training and then made it much more aggressive and widespread. I love that everyone is speaking out. I hate that lives have been lost and silenced, but it's time the truth has come to the surface. The world is listening, we believe. Another person said, 50 Cent, thanks for the expose on Diddy. I don't blame those who were affected by his actions for not coming forward sooner. It's hard to speak out when you're alone and feel like you don't have any support. There must have been something big holding them back. In the end, their silence was their undoing. But now, I want to know your thoughts. What do you think of 50 exposing all these rappers who spread their cheeks open for Diddy? And do y'all think more names will come out during the trial? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.